Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This infringement of copyright is called fair use, and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news, reporting, teaching, and parody. This means you! The final episode of my crappy cartoon poll is something that when I say the name of, you'll probably not think of it as a cartoon, but if you read the title, you're ahead of the game. Doctor Who is a really loved television show that has been around for over 50 years now. It's one of the longest running, if not the longest running television show of all time, and for a good reason. The writing is pretty good, it can definitely keep people involved, and, just a personal opinion, 11 out of the 12 Doctors were really good. Unpopular opinion, honestly, I thought Matt Smith was a terrible Doctor, but that's just because I don't like his method of acting. But I'm not here to review Doctor Who specifically. You see, during 2009, the BBC created a 6-part series of the David Tennant Doctor, most people's favorites and personally my second favorite Doctor just under Tom Baker. This series had Tennant visit Area 51 and basically pander to the audience in the worst way possible. The writing was not as good as the writing you all fell in love with, so let's break down the first episode in a timely manner to show why. We start in a diner in Dry Springs, Nevada. 11 years after a crash, we see pre-intro credits that happen in Roswell, New Mexico. What the relation is, I honestly don't know. I only watched 3 episodes, and honestly, I don't hesitate to say I may have missed something in those 3 episodes. You Whovians are free to watch it yourselves and make your own assumption. Who knows, maybe it gets better, but I honestly don't care if it does. The 3 episodes I watched were pandering enough. Anyway, in the diner we are met up with our 3 characters. Cassie Rice and Jimmy Stalking Wolf, and then we meet Mr. Tennant playing the 10th Doctor. And as you can see, the animation is very that akin to of tiny shoes. Luckily for me, though, the animation is a bit easier on the eyes. Also, during this scene, you start realizing that David Tennant does a lot better as a live-action actor than a voice actor. Maybe it might be just this show, but his lines seem a lot more forced. And I think that's where the biggest issue comes from. Sure, there are story elements that seem a lot forced as well, and I'll mention those when we get there. But when the first thing you have Tennant do is say, "Howdy, partner," in a stereotypical cowboy accent, your show is definitely in for a ride. You know what? At risk of copyright, I'll just show you the kind of forcing this does to Tennant in comparison into his live-action Doctor acting.
Howdy there, partners.
Correctamundo, a word I have never used before and hopefully never will again.
Ah, the smell of fast food on the desert air. The perfume of America.
Hey, are you British or something?
Something, that's me, definitely.
I wouldn't have missed it for the world.
Something to tell the grandkids?
I think it'd be someone else's grandkids now.
Right, yes. Howdy! Perfect timing!
Our orders are to take you with us.
Whose orders are those, then?
Colonel Stark, sir.
Colonel Stark?
This is not you. This is 1913.
Good. This is 1913.
I'm sorry, I'm really sorry, but I've got to snap you out of this. Wake up!
He then immediately finds a strange contraption in the cafe, which he promptly breaks out his Deus Ex Machina and breaks the lights, which prompts the FBI to pushing themselves into the cafe. With this, Cassie and Jimmy confront the agents until they get pushed and run off. We then cut to a footprint, which is soon followed by an alien encounter. Not sure if I made my point yet, but as soon as that happens, something else does, and then something else, and then something else, then something else. They get locked into a cell, sonic screwdriver busts them out, and then they break free for the vents. Doctor makes an obligatory Die Hard reference in 1958, then a reference to Alien, then a reference to Looney Tunes. I kid you not, this happens.
You're not Bugs Bunny.
After they escape, immediately action happens, then after action happens, they get caught again. Just like this review, the focus and pacing is too fast for its own good. To be fair, it is a 6-parter with the pacing alone. It could have easily been a well-written 12-part spin-off, so we could learn more about what the hell is going on in the first 3 episodes. You get almost nothing other than Tennant needed an extra paycheck.